everyone, I'm back. I'm Samantha and I'm a therapist, and I'm creating a video every day for a year, and this is video 208. And I hope you all are having an awesome day today. And I had a great day. I'm doing a video pretty late at night. Well, not that late, it's like 9:30, but normally I get them done a little bit sooner. But I was with my niece all day for like 9 hours. It was awesome. We had a great day today. Just going shopping together and eating out and everything. It was great. So hope you all had a great day, and I hope the holidays that are coming are not stressing you out too much. I hope you're able to enjoy some of these special times. But I wanted to get into our normal brain training, and remember that the thoughts you think right now are kind of what you're going to see manifest in front of you. And so I took a couple notes here so I could stay on track. I'm really trying to stay on track in these videos more than I normally do. So I had taken some notes from a few places that most people think they need better thoughts, but what they actually need is to train the brain differently, because whatever you repeat becomes your life. I thought that was really important to dive into more, because we really just need to train our brains in a different way. And so another thing was manifestation isn't wishing. It's a skill your brain learns through repetition. So I thought that was really cool. And then when you imagine the future instead of the past, you're practicing a new identity and your brain starts to believe it. So I also took this note down that that if you're over 40 and you're feeling like I am, it's very, very interesting. But I'm calling it a midlife reorganization. It's not a crisis. It's just a reorganization. And I'm learning that the simpler, the better for life. The simpler, the better. If we just go back to the basics: ask, believe, receive. We know how to ask. We know how to believe sometimes. But then all of a sudden, we get a trigger and we don't believe it anymore. Or we start thinking about, how's this going to happen? What are we going to do? What if this happens? What if that happens? Then we go into the what ifs. So the belief part of ask, believe, receive, the believe part, is a little harder for us sometimes because we get triggered. There's a cat. So we have to remember that we just have to train our brains differently with different thoughts than we always think. And so I've been talking to a few people this week about triggers, and you have to gently guide yourself past the trigger. There's kitty, kitty. So, we're going to have triggers all the time, no matter what. They're always going to be there. So it's what you decide to do with them. It's how you respond. It's how you learn to control your emotions versus letting the trigger take you completely down. So one of the hardest things I think we have to do is you're chugging along just fine. You're feeling great during the day. And then that person comes home, or that person calls you, or that person texts you, or you have something happen. This person did this person did that. And so we let that control us. So my challenge for you is, whenever you get a trigger, decide, what am I going to do with this? First of all, when this pops up, what is this showing me about me? And then how do I think about this? Because a lot of us will let someone walk into the room and take our mood down. So we're basically giving them our ball of power. Here's my power ball. You take it, you play with it, instead of keeping it for ourselves. Then we're really mad at them because now we feel powerless. But we really gave them our power. So you got to take that power ball back and empower yourself and say, it does not matter what happens outside of me. I'm going to emotionally regulate. So how do you emotionally regulate when somebody's in the room with you? That's the kicker. That's the trick. We have to train ourselves to do that. So it takes some practice. So if you just keep telling yourself, I'm training myself, training my brain to think in a different way, and I'm going to think better thoughts. And then I'm going to practice this, because you're developing a skill. So it's just like practicing anything else to develop the skill. It's like we just have to practice it over and over again. You have to saturate your mind, flood your mind with the new habits, and practice the future instead of the past. Well, how do you do that? Well, you come up with scenarios that feel really good. that have already happened in the future. Just think of a future event. Act as if that already happened. How would that feel? I've been teaching people more how to not only think better thoughts and different thoughts than they normally do, but really get into your body and feel the emotion where that pops up and like feel it. Because we really get not only what we think, but we get what we feel. So, and if you don't believe that, practice it and just test it, because you'll notice how you're feeling a lot of the time is what manifests around you. So it's really important to know what you're feeling, because you can think thoughts all the time and that's great, but then the feelings that pop up, you may not even know what you're feeling half the time. So it kind of goes in a circle, thoughts and feelings, thoughts and feelings. So, and I've heard that a feeling sometimes precedes a thought. Or an emotion can do that. You know, your body almost feels something before you have a thought. So that's an interesting way to think about it too. It's not maybe always thought then feeling. Sometimes it's like feeling an emotion first, almost like a gut instinct before we have a thought. It'd be a split second right before, but it's very quick. And so I thought that was an interesting little, I don't know where I heard that, but I heard it and I thought, yeah, that could be true. So you have to really think about the quality of your thoughts and make sure that the trigger, whatever it is, just say, what is this telling me about me? Because getting to know what you're thinking about yourself is the most important thing. The most important thing is getting to know who you are and what you're identifying with. And I've again spoken with a few people this week who are not attracted to the same things anymore. They're like different foods, different people, different places. They're, shedding layers of themselves, let's just say. And it's crazy, but you'll just look at everything differently when you've been doing those things. And it's been an interesting week. I've seen a lot of people doing this, and of course I'm doing it too. So it's probably reflecting back to me in my reality because I'm doing it. And it's very interesting to just look around you and have fun with this. Really have fun with your life. Look at everything as like, oh, I wonder why that happened. I wonder what that's telling me about me. I wonder why it happened at this time. And I wonder what it could tell me about me in a year, year from now. Maybe you don't know the why right now, but maybe in a year's time, it'll show you the steps are always lit up. Just go for the next step. It's all you have to know. Like, again, take the first step of the staircase. You don't have to see the whole thing. You just take that first step, and it's like your path will be lit up for you step by step by step. So really think about your triggers, and because I know there's going to be a lot of them probably over the next week, because I know a lot of people are probably doing their Christmas this weekend and into next week, of course, maybe into the next weekend. So we've got a good, few days of possibly getting together with, people that you love and maybe people that are harder to get along with. And so this is like, a time to practice. It's just practice time. Just look at it like that. It's like, this is for my benefit, and I'm going to practice the skill of how am I going to respond to these triggers? And then ask yourself why you even have those triggers in the first place. And ask yourself, really, really big here, ask yourself what you're making that mean about yourself. Because whatever feeling comes up, like it's my fault, or I'm a bad person, or I'm unworthy, or whatever thought comes up, like whenever you say this person made me feel this way, take that. I feel this way. Take that phrase, and that is a negative core belief that you have. So in your mind, say, thank you for showing me that this was still alive in me. I do this all the time, and it is so helpful, because it's so empowering, because it's like you've got the power to decide how to respond to these triggers. But really, the triggers won't even be there anymore once you kind of know what belief was underneath it, and you transmute that energy. You turn it into something else. You alchemize it. You put a spell on it. I don't know. You change it, because when you give something a new meaning, then it doesn't carry the same charge anymore, and then it's really unnecessary to even think it anymore. So it really doesn't bother you. So that's how quick you can transmute energy. It's so cool. But you got to feel it and make sure you're breathing. I, again, spoke with a lot of people this week, and I'd be like, are you like breathing or are you holding your breath? And a lot of people are holding their breath. And I do that too. I don't even realize I'm doing it sometimes. And the shoulders are all the way up to your ears. And like really watch where your shoulders are. Like drop your shoulders. Make sure your jaw is like not tight, because sometimes we're just gripping. So we're bracing for impact. You know, watch that. Like, are you bracing for impact? Are you white knuckling through your day? You know, just trying to get through the day. Like really watch those signs of tension. And those are signs that your body is like preparing for, like, you know, it's in fight or flight, most likely. So I'm going to be training a lot on how to kind of get that down, because it's very important we get our stress down, because stress can cause disease in the body. So we want to make sure you're not feeling dis-ease. We want to feel ease and flow and peace. So keep watching these videos. We'll dive deeper into some of this stuff. If you guys have any requests, let me know, and I'll dig deeper into whatever you guys are interested in. So again, yeah, just watch your triggers and tell yourself, you know, hey, this is supposed to be fun. This is a simulation. This is a game. If that's true, what is this telling me about me? Like, what can I make this mean that sounds better than what I was thinking a second ago? Just play a game with it. Have fun. And really get to know yourself, because that's what this is all about, is getting to know yourself. So I will leave you with this tonight. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. So thank you for listening. I hope this made some sense. I'm pretty tired today, but even though it was an awesome day, I'm tired. So I'm going to upload this in a second, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening and a great day tomorrow. It's Saturday, so if you're celebrating some Christmas with family tomorrow, have a wonderful day, wonderful time together, and watch your triggers. And I will see you tomorrow. If this benefited you in some way, please share it with somebody else who it might benefit. And remember, you are loved, so loved. And remember to appreciate yourself, because what you appreciate appreciates. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.